Konnichiwa minasan, Sheila tomashimasu. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Sheila, creator of Voice Real Good. So for today's video that I will be sharing to you is the Minna no Nihongo Lesson 21 Vocabulary Practice. So usually we have few vocabulary for you to answer. So those are Japanese expression, Japanese vocabulary that usually the Japanese use in their daily lives. And you have English word in where you're going to use those multiple choice that you have for you to answer the vocabulary that I will be giving. Minna no Nihongo Lesson 21 Vocabulary Practice. Our first word is omoimasu or omu in colloquial term, which means to think. Our second word is iimasu, or for the colloquial term iu, is usually used by the Japanese, which means to say. Tarimasu. So again, there's a colloquial term for this one, which is ru form. So tarimasu will be taru, or be enough or be sufficient. Kachimasu or katsu in colloquial term that is usually used by the Japanese, which means to win. Makemasu or makeru in ru form or colloquial in Japanese, which means to be beaten or lose. Arimasu. So arimasu no imi, or the meaning of arimasu or aru, if you use colloquial, means to be held or take place. Omatsuri ga arimasu. Omatsuri means festival. Arimasu means to held or to take place. So, a festival held or take place. Yaku ni tachimasu. Yaku ni tatsu. For the colloquial term, this means be useful. それ、無駄。無駄のことは、or 無駄 means in Japanese or in English, wasteful. 不便。前の書き方は不便です。不便の意味は inconvenient。同じ。同じ経験はそれいいかも。同じ means the same. すごい。すごい。So maybe you usually hear this as the expression of the Japanese, which means awful, great. This is an expression, astonish, or admiration. Shucho. So this is a term used by the Japanese when they want to say Prime Minister. Daitorio. So dai, this is big. So daitorio no imi wa president. Ne, seiji wa or seiji in Japanese means politics. News. So again, this is written in katakana, which means this is a borrowed word from foreign, usually in English, news or news means news. Speech. Again, this is used by the Japanese, which means in English, speech. Speech washimasu. Speech, make a speech means speech washimasu. Shiai no imi or the main game or match. Arubaito. So arubaito means side job or arubaito wa shimasu. So again, if you're gonna use shimasu, which means to do. So arubaito is side job or work as part-time. For the term arubaito wa shimasu. Ikken ne, minna wa ikken ga arimasu. Or everyone has an opinion. So ikken no imi or the meaning of ikken is opinion. Hanashi. So ima no hanashi wa nan desu ka? Or hanashimasu, which means to speak. So if you're gonna use hanashi, this means to talk speech, what one say. Hanashi wa shimasu. Again, if you're gonna use shimasu, this means to do. So hanashi wa shimasu means talk or tell a story. Yumo wa. So as I pronounce it in katakana, which means humor in English. Muda, again, this is same as the first word or the previous word that we had, which means ways. Design. So design in katakana written word which borrowed from other country, which means design. Kutsu. So even in Tokyo, kutsu wa taihen desu ne. So kutsu means transportation or traffic. Rashao. Rush or the rush hour in English. So rush is rush hour. Saikin wa. Saikin is the Japanese term when they want to say that recently or these days or the previous days or tabun. So usually Japanese use this if they are not sure. Tabun probably, perhaps, or maybe is the meaning of tabun. Kito. This is maybe. Some of the Japanese use as expression. If tabun means maybe, kito means surely. Hontoni. Honto means really. Hontoni is an expression used by the Japanese, which means really. Sonnani. So this is usually used in a sentence if you want to say or use with the negative, so not so much. Sonnani. So use only in negatives. Ni tsuite, or about or concerning, or this is used about the topic. So about this or ni tsuite is the meaning of this. Shikata nga arimasen, or sometimes Japanese use a colloquial term which means or shikata nga nai. So shikata nga arimasen means there's no other choice or it can be help. Shibaraku desu ne. So soro soro shibaraku desu ne. This is usually you can hear this in the train, which means it's been a long time or a long time no see. Demo nomimasen ka. But means demo. Nomimasen ka doesn't mean that you don't want, but this is usually when they want to ask how about drinking or something. Menai to. Naito, or negative term of the verb and then add to, means I've got to watch it. I must. Mochiron. So this Japanese term used by the Japanese again as some of them as expression, which means of course. And for the last word that we have here is kangaroo. Maybe the way how I pronounce it, you will be having the idea. Kangaroo means kangaroo. Thank you for watching. If you are new to my channel, please do subscribe by clicking the subscribe button and the notification bell down below so you will be updated every time I will be uploading videos like this. Mite koreta, arigatou gozaimasu. Bye bye.